Buying a home in Houston, Texas is always a great idea. I mean, who doesn't want to move to Houston? It's business friendly, great neighborhoods, affordable homes, and great weather. However, there are a few mistakes that I want you to avoid when buying your next house in Houston, Texas. Hi, this is Manuel Mata, your Houston area realtor, and in today's video, we're gonna go over the 5 mistakes to avoid when buying your home in Houston, Texas. Mistake number 1 is not accurately judging your commute, whether it's to school or to work. Houston is a very large city. I mean, take a look at Houston superimposed over other major cities. And it's no secret, it can take over an hour to go from one part of Houston to the other. And it's important to consider your travel times, whether it's to work, to school, to another family member's house, or to anywhere else you go frequently. A good way to avoid this mistake is by putting the address into Google Maps and mapping out where you go frequently, for example, work. And I would suggest you do it during rush hour times. That way you get accurate times of how long your commute's going to be. I mean, the last thing you want to do is be sitting in traffic longer than you have to be, right? Mistake number 2 is not researching Houston flood zones. Houston's a beautiful city, but it is prone to flooding. You can avoid this by researching the FEMA flood zones. I actually have a video on that. I'm going to put the link in the description of this video, and you can take a look at it and research whether your home that you're about to purchase is in any type of flood zone. Mistake number 3 is not comparing property taxes. Yes, property taxes are going to be different from one part of town to the other. So the mistake is you don't compare it. A $200,000 home in one part of town may be lower in taxes than another part of town. So you have to compare. Not doing your research on property taxes could cost you thousands of dollars for the same home where you could be paying a lot less in taxes. Really, it depends on where you want to live and if you're comfortable with paying that tax rate. And it's important for you to compare what tax rate you're going to be paying for that same house. Mistake number 4 is not researching the amenities that your neighborhood may or may not have. Houston has a lot of great neighborhoods, and some come with more amenities than others. And one mistake you want to avoid is buying into a neighborhood that may not have the amenities you were looking for. For example, a neighborhood park or pool or jogging trails. Have a conversation with your realtor. Let them know what amenities you're looking for in your next neighborhood. That way you avoid buying into a neighborhood that doesn't have what you're looking for. And mistake number 5 is not researching the schools or school districts. You may be set on being zoned to a particular school or school district, and just because it looks close on the map doesn't necessarily mean that it is zoned to that school. If you're set on being zoned to a particular school district, let your realtor know. That way they can confirm. Another way you can confirm is by going to the district's website and looking at the attendance zones and seeing if the home that you want is zoned to that particular school district. So there you have it, the 5 mistakes to avoid when buying your next house in Houston, Texas. The reality is that sometimes we do make a mistake in buying the wrong house with the wrong flooring or wrong paint color. However, those are mistakes that we can correct. The one things we can't do are the 5 mistakes that we went over. You can't change the flood zones, you can't change the property taxes, you can't change the location and your commute times. Those are things you want to be crystal clear before buying that next home. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. I do appreciate it. We're going to be putting out more videos like this and also exploring what's around town in Houston, Texas. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.